Another new brand to keep an eye out on? Most likely. What's up guys, Vinny here with Sneaker Tweaker and welcome back to another video. Today we have the performance review on the Stria Sport 107 series. Now this shoe, I'm going to give a shout out to Stria Sport. They actually sent these over to me to do some testing. So I am by no means like obligated to say all good things. I'm going to be critical on the things that need criticizing. I'm going to praise them on the things, that I feel like need to be praised on. And there's a lot to be praised on, and there's some stuff that needs to be worked on. But overall, I feel like the future is bright for this company. And if they're one of those companies that takes feedback and rolls with it and improves on their product year in and year out, then that's all we can ask for as consumers. As always though, let's start it off with the traction. Now the Stria Sport 107 features a multi-directional traction pattern. You'll see is essentially a herringbone traction pattern going all around. And then in the center, it's more of a radial traction pattern, just going from kind of like the heel to toe. And I gotta say, the traction works really, really well. I even played on these on dusty settings and it was able to bite the floor extremely well. And I had no issues. Now the rubber does feel decently pliable, so I wouldn't say this is a shoe that I would recommend taking outdoors. If that's your only option, then by all means go for it. But if you can help it, I would say, keep it indoors and just enjoy it. On top of that, like I said, even with dusty courts, it was able to bite the floor and it played on it really well. Now, as far as feedback and squeak, there is a little bit of it, not quite a lot. So for those of you that like it, it's there a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. It's weird because I only felt that I think in my left foot. My right foot wasn't really squeaking, or the right shoe, but the left shoe was, which I don't know, it was kind of odd. I don't know if it was different rubber compound in each shoe. I don't know what to say. That's just, the performance was there and they were consistent on both pairs or both feet, but just the squeak. Again, it's not any sign of performance, but it is what it is. Now for the cushion, this uses a Stria foam midsole. And essentially it's an EVA. It works really well and you get a lot of compression, particularly in the heel. In the forefoot though, it does kind of just really thin out, almost like there's nothing. It felt like there was nothing. It felt pretty dead in the forefoot. You do get a lot of court feel, but there's not really any cushion in the forefoot. So for someone like me, I like cushion in the forefoot, even just a little bit minimalistic cushion. It's nice to have. I don't like it when it feels dead. And in this shoe, it felt pretty dead in the forefoot. The heel, it did feel really nice, but I will say I would like to see going forward for them to potentially have different setups of the cushion, or just if they even have different tech and different tiers or on how maybe they implement the cushion. Or most companies have at least 2 different types of cushions. So this one's an EVA. Maybe if they come up with an ETPU cushion, kind of Boost, that'd be cool. But yeah, the cushion, it was okay, but it wasn't anything crazy. There are going to be a lot of you that love it just because you don't really care about cushion in the forefoot. As long as you get that core feel, you're going to absolutely love it. And this may be this may be your cup of tea, but I will say it left a little bit to be desired for me just in the forefoot area. The rest was really, really nice. Now the court feel does feel super nice, but I don't just want court feel. I also want some impact protection in my forefoot, especially because if I'm on my feet all day, or particularly my forefeet, my forefeet hurt, and more so at my right foot. That in itself, it was just the biggest I want to say disappointment, just kind of an area to improve on, because again, just for what they're doing for their first shoe and whatnot, I think it's awesome. But again, that's what I would have liked to see, or maybe just see in the future. As for the fit, they do fit true to size. Now I won't say that they fit snug or that they fit wide. They fit kind of normal in my experience, and I was able to wear the cushion socks, and there wasn't really any squeezing or pinching. It felt normal. There was a little bit of break-in needed, but it wasn't anything crazy. it was there. You can tell there was some like stiffness, but like, I mean, the material is pretty malleable. So honestly took like a few minutes, and like it felt good. Honestly, it fit really great. I can't really complain about it. This is kind of what I would like to see more and more brands do, where it's not necessarily, you know, too narrow, too wide. I like it just right, just like this. Now, for the materials in the support, they do use a pretty minimalistic setup here. You do have, basically, I don't see a shank plate, but there is a good amount of torsional rigidity. I don't know if I could take this midsole or the insole out. I'm probably not, because I've played in this already. Anyway, the torsional rigidity is there, so I don't really like foresee any issues as far as support there, or just like shoe twisting. And then you also do get this nice TPU heel counter in the back for added support. As for the upper, it's made up of pretty much textiles and fuse. You do have like this synthetic leather just going around just on like the heel area, and just going down up to the first like eyelet. So it's super nice. The shoe feels super cozy. And then just for support, it does keep you locked in and just in the footbed really, really well. I will say this, for first shoe, or at least I believe this is their first shoe, I absolutely loved it. I actually really enjoyed playing in it. Again, my biggest thing was that cushion, and if that was there, then I would have probably enjoyed playing it in it even more. That's the only thing. I mean, it'll probably still be part of my rotation, just because it is still a pretty fun shoe to play in, but it is more of a one of those shoes where I wish it had just a little bit of cushion in the forefoot. Now the tongue feels super nice and plush, so you are going to get nice padding there for those of you that like cranking down your laces just like I do. And these come with like the flat laces. It works really well. And overall, just the support functionality, and then the breathability is also there. So like these areas where you see like the textile is super thin, and you do get a nice breathable upper, so your feet aren't going to like overheat or anything like that. As for the weight on the Stria Sport 107, this one in a size 9 weighs in at 13 ounces, and then for the price, these retail in at $120. So for everything you get for that price point is absolutely amazing. I think it's a steal. And honestly, they are a company that was founded like in Chicago, and I'm all about, you know, supporting, you know, those small up and coming companies, and those people, you know, that have a dream, that are going after it, that are doing something and creating something like a great product. I'm all for supporting. So you guys should check them out, check out their shoes. Hit them up. You know, they're a great company, and I feel like they're going to actually be one of those companies that do take their consumers' inputs and actually implement that in future products, because at the end of the day, your consumers are going to make or break your company. If we support a good product, we're going to continue getting good products. Hopefully, you know, no one gets big head like Nike does, but they're doing something great, and they're doing something special. And I would much rather, you know, if I wasn't doing what I was doing and just reviewing all the shoes and whatnot, where, you know, I do go out and review Nike and all those other brands, I would spend my money on them before I would give my money to like Nike for similar or maybe even less tech for the same price. So great shoe, and there is some room for improvement, but overall I feel like this is a great start. Now, a lot of people also ask us where we get our basketball socks from. The answer is from Amazon. They come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as one pair of Nike Elite socks. The ones we have are these 2 muted colors, which the white one and the black one, and they are quarter length. So if you guys like quarter length, they have them available in that, but they also have them in the high top version. Like I said, they come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as the Nike Elites, and these are pretty much the same thing, but without the Nike branding. They're cushioned, they're ventilated, and they're amazing socks, and they last a long time. If you guys do want a pair, hit the link in our description down below and go grab yourselves a pack. If any of you have played in the Stria Sport 107 already, let us know your experience down below. If there are any other shoes you guys would like us to review, again, comment down below. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!